Hello and welcome to iDivas. For those of you who don't know, I'm Tricia and I'm passionate about inspiring women to not just hang in there but to thrive. Ladies, when engaging with an affluent man in the realm of dating, it's imperative to recognize that certain subjects should remain off limits for various reasons. These men usually navigate life in a manner distinct from their working class male counterparts. And following certain etiquettes is important. Failing to do so might convey an unfavorable impression, signaling that you might not be polished enough to be seriously entertained or, bring around his family and friends. That said, I'm going to run through a list of, things you should never ask an affluent man and why. So let's get started. It's totally fine to be curious, but trust me, diving into an affluent man's financial business, like asking about, his investment portfolio or salary, is going to get you a one-way ticket to Ghostville. You can ask about, where they work or what industry they're in, but steer clear of prying into specifics like their job title or their net worth. Let him talk about those things when he's ready to. There's no need to be nosy, asking about what he has or doesn't have. You want to keep the conversation relatively on the lighter side with less intrusive topics that surround money. Otherwise, you're going to come off a bit low class or worse as a gold digger. And when it comes to his flashy possessions like, a luxury car or an expensive watch, try not to go overboard with excitement. Some women, they act like they've won the lottery if they're dating men that have these things. You really want to avoid giving off vibes that your interest in him is all about his status symbols, rather than him as a person. A simple, "Oh, you've got really nice taste," does the trick without making it seem like you're after his wallet. Plus, if you're financially successful or uber materialistic, resist the urge to turn the date into a rant about your latest designer possessions. While a subtle flex here and there is totally fine, boasting about your material acquisitions or how much you paid for a luxury product or service will come off, as a tad gauche. And if a man compliments your outfit, don't share how much it costs or, tell the backstory, behind getting it. Just say thank you. In the realm of dating, it's crucial to view it as a shared experience, not a competition. Your date isn't a rival, and the evening shouldn't morph into a display of your achievements, possessions, or social status. Save those topics for your LinkedIn profile and Instagram page. Turning a date into a competition with a high caliber man might be off-putting because it can emit, an unintentional vibe of excessive masculine energy. And so rather than engaging in a bragging contest, take a more laid-back approach. Relax and avoid going overboard with self-promotion. Boasting can really come off as if you're desperate to prove your worthiness to be in his company too. So strike a balance and let the date be a genuine exchange rather than a platform for showing off. Also, a first date is not the moment to share your personal financial struggles or to tell your family's rag to riches stories either. While successful men generally, appreciate resilience, the initial stages of dating is not the time for this. Poverty porn can effectively kill the mood. And just because the well-to-do man you just met drives a luxury vehicle doesn't mean he spends his weekends golfing with Elon Musk. So avoid falling into the stereotype trap and treat him as an individual. And don't assume that high caliber men are less relatable or, less down to earth because of their financial status. They put their pants on one leg at a time like everyone else. Also, unless you want to turn your romantic evening into a heated debate, steer clear of polarizing political or social topics. There's a time and a place for these discussions, and the first date is not it. While, meaningful conversations are essential for connections, certain subjects, particularly those with strong opinions and really high potential for disagreements, are better left untouched during initial encounters. It's easy to feel like royalty when you're sipping champagne in a swanky restaurant, but curb any princess fantasies. Don't order the most expensive things on the menu. You'll just look like a glutton. Treat your date with respect. The same that you would show any other human being, regardless of his bank balance. Also, use your discretion. Don't order the least expensive thing on the menu either. Your date might think that you think he can't afford to treat you right. Or he may also interpret that as a sign that you have very low self-worth or a poverty mindset. Next, asking questions about his exes or children on the first date may not be a smart idea for several reasons. Personal relationships and family matters can be deeply private. And one thing affluent men are is private. Asking about his exes and children might be perceived as intrusive and can make him feel very uncomfortable. It's important to respect boundaries, especially early in the relationship. Delving into his past relationships prematurely may divert the conversation away from the present and the potential for a future relationship. First dates are again an opportunity to create a positive and enjoyable moments. So there you have it. Quick tips on what not to talk about when venturing into the interesting realm of dating affluent men. Remember, the key is to keep the conversation enjoyable and respectful. And, who knows? A successful first encounters could develop into something special. Thanks for watching, and let me know how you feel about these tips. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next one.